Just got to test the bindings. Make sure they're on there because this board is going to go. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Welcome to the Whitelines Real Time Reviews. No, you're not in an art gallery, we're just testing the Korua Otto 161. We're down in Cardrona, we've got an incredibly versatile lap on the White Star Express. We've got a super pipe, a world-class park, some incredible pitches, different kinds of snow conditions. Stef Zeestraten's going to be giving this a workout. My name's Ed Leigh and this is the Korua Otto. It's the most freestyle orientated shape in the Korua line. They're a small boutique European brand, very like Gentum sticks out of Japan. They specialize in powder and carving machines, but this is very different. Same width on the nose as there is on the tail. It's positive camber through the middle and then a progressive rocker through the front. But this is designed as an all-mountain machine, something that can whip between side hits and the park, as well as obviously when you look at that plan shape, the powder. Let's see how Stef Zeestraten gets on with it.
This thing is long, it is wide, and it's going to take me for a ride. Let's see what Katie's got. Oh, it's got stiffness. Oh, what a weapon. Woo-hoo-hoo. Whoa. Oh, she's washy. Oh, it holds in the slush. That was my virgin run on the Korua Otto 161. Pretty amazing weapon, aesthetically beautiful. First thoughts, I would say, man, I would love to take this thing to Japan and see how it goes. I feel like in icy conditions, I got taken for a bit of a ride and it's definitely a wee bit on the wide side for me. However, as soon as I hit some slush, it started gripping and taking off and being way more fun. It is designed for carving, designed for a bit of freestyle, and it can definitely do that. Although I would say in softer conditions, it would be the place for it to be. Definitely on the ice, I struggle at the end of my turns a little bit. Other than that, pretty damn fun. Let's see what round two takes. Ooh. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ha.
So now it's time to see what the clipboard of power says about the Korua Otto. Interesting name. Korua say it's a freestyle focused carver with heaps of pop. Do you agree?
Surprisingly, it definitely has it in there, but it is a weapon and it's actually quite a beautiful weapon. It looks aesthetically beautiful and feels it too. And what was the price point you mentioned? It was pretty good value too.
400 euros, so really good price point. But looking at your initial thoughts here, it's the wrong size for you. We've got the 61, you would have come a lot smaller.
I think I would have gone a wee bit smaller. There's quite a bit of width in this board, and I don't think you need the length to compensate for anything else within your riding. Even if you were in Japan, I think you can ride this at your normal size, even a couple centimeters shorter than you normally would, because it's got plenty of width in it, even at a shorter size.
First run you rode it, it was super icy, and you actually came back and said it was terrifying.
It was a little bit terrifying because it was a super icy kind of, freeze-thaw day. And I had to get used to it, and in saying that, it was quite a lot to take in, a wee bit washy on ice, So I definitely don't know if I'd go there on icy, freeze thaw days. But in saying that, once it slushed up and it got my second run going, it actually started to make a lot more sense, this board. So I couldn't quite wrap my head around it in one run, but with that softness and snow, I think it will take it to that next level.
Okay, with that in mind, who's it for?
I think it is anyone that does ride softer snow, definitely. Those who want to ride with slightly slower movements, not lazy, I would say. You definitely want to still have a bit of control and a bit of power. You need a bit of power to move this beast around. But somebody who actually wants to take it all in while they're riding, rather than get thrown around. It's less, I would say, playful and more so send it in a direction and be focused on that direction and it will go there.
Okay, so maybe kind of someone focused on backcountry or side country who every now and again, when conditions apply, wants to take it for side hits and a bit of park.
Yeah, I think if I had this and I was cutting out of a powder run onto the cat track and there was side hits, this board would go on both of those situations amazingly, especially if at a slightly shorter size.
Okay, so you traditionally ride somewhere 155, 157.
157.
But this comes in a 53 and a 57. Would you roll the dice with the 53?
Thinking it's a powder board, I'd normally go 57 at first glance, but now that I've ridden it and because of the width there, I would actually probably, play with the idea of going 53 on a POW sort of side hits sort of situation.
Okay, 400 euros, maybe not a quiver killer, but a really, really fun board. Definitely worth testing out in smaller sizes.